How do you perceive your intuition? Does it shock and awe you? Does it surprise you? Does it tell you things and you're like, where is this coming from? How did I do that? If you were outside of yourself, you would think, what in the world is going on? This doesn't make any sense. Like, it's within you and yet it's separate from you. It's kind of doing its own thing and then coming back and revealing things to you. And it kind of doesn't make any sense. But lately, my intuition, my introverted intuition, has been surprising me lately, scaring me a little bit. Like, do I like having this ability? Because I'm an Enfj and I have introverted intuition on the inside and extroverted feeling on the outside. So they really work together to reveal things. And I'm not always accurate. There are times when I get things wrong. So it's not that, but a lot of times, most of the times, it leads me to correct conclusions. Usually I can feel myself feeling my intuition working to some degree. Do you guys feel that as well? It's kind of like you're swinging from a jungle gym or doing push-ups. It kind of feels like doing mental exercises. Like when you sit in a quiet room and things start coming into your mind and you start putting puzzle pieces together of things that no one actually or verbally told you, but you just know. Sometimes you have no real evidence, but you just know something is true. And trying to explain it to someone can be quite difficult when you're saying, well, A happened, then B, then C, then D. If it's someone who's a censor, they might not understand all of that symbolic stuff. They might feel like it is what it is. What are you talking about? But then when you tell them something that they see is true or that actually happens, then it can be a little shocking. It's kind of like your intuition is a mini machine. That's what it feels like for me. But these days, I just say something and it happens. It's the weirdest thing because I'm not even feeling it. Someone asked me if we should call a certain person, for example. And I said no, and I told them everything the person was going to say. And like magic, the person said everything that I said they were going to say, which is why I told the person that no, I really don't want to have this phone call right now because I just knew that this was going to happen. And so now we've got some potential issues and problems and things to do that we may not want to do. What was scary about it is that I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel that sort of go inside your mind and search and put things together and make sense of something. It wasn't that. I just said it like blah, no thinking, no nothing. And it's as though my mind told their mind what to say, and they had all the responses I said they would have. And by the way, we asked no questions, and it wasn't related to what we called about. The person that I gave the foreshadow to got kind of mad at me, like kind of sarcastic mad, and said, why don't you manifest something positive for once? So funny, but not funny. The person I'd foreshadowed what would happen was kind of frustrated, and I could totally understand that. Who wants to be told something that's going to happen and it happens, especially if it's something that they don't want to happen? I had also gotten vibes about something recently that I didn't want to believe was true about the person. It wasn't a thought, it was an actual feeling, and I got very irritated. Like, I need to put this out of my mind because it was something that wasn't so good. Well, the thought was confirmed, sadly. There's been several knowings happening so easily that it bothers me because I like working my intuition to some degree. But to say something is going to happen and it does, well, I mean, that happens all the time too. But it's just, I don't know, something is a little different. And like I said, it's been easier. It's not like working that puzzle piece like I normally do. I just say it and bam. Can anyone else share how their intuition works? And does it work effortlessly, or do you feel yourself working it a little bit to put things together? Intuition is the ability to acquire knowledge without recourse to conscious reasoning. It's a direct access to unconscious knowledge, cognition, inner sensing, and insight to unconscious pattern recognition. The ability to understand something instinctively without need for conscious reasoning. One way to develop the accuracy of your intuition is to test your hunches. Intuition for an ENFJ is more than just knowing what you're doing is right or wrong. Hogarth says that understanding intuition involves learned responses that are not the outcomes of deliberate processes. It's a lightning fast hidden process that affects decision making and creativity. It feels natural and instinctual. It is a knowing or a gentle persuasion that something is off or needs recognition. Even though I have introverted intuition, it's fascinating to even me. It definitely is cool. I like being able to have it. It's quite useful. For some people, it may seem weird or a little strange. And then, but I do lack seeing details. Like, I do not recognize trees. I often miss those. I don't notice things that other people notice. I look at the whole picture. I might notice that, I like the way that person is dressed or something like that. But things that are on the wall and markers and things that you see every day, I usually don't pay any attention to them. So I definitely don't have that gift, but sensors do. I think INFJs have a very strong intuition, but what's funny is I have a couple of INFJ friends and I'm often helping them with their problems, and honestly, it's so fun. I'm not happy for any problems that they have, but I can often piece together things that they were unable to, or see things that they have blind spots to, and just start piecing things together and seeing things. And one of my INFJ friends the other day was like, gosh, you are so deep. Oh my gosh. And I'm just fascinated because I'm like, you're so deep. Like, if I have a problem, the way she swoops in and just kind of goes below the surface and starts pulling out stuff, but I do the same thing with her. Like, I'm seeing, it's almost like this magical thing. Like, she may be telling me about some people who I don't know, and I just start seeing things and knowing things, and then I can give her some direction and some advice to really steer her in a different direction. It's just fascinating. I think introverted intuition is a huge blessing because it can help people heal. Like when people get stuck or they're acting out and they don't know why, there's something in the unconscious that's driving that. And a lot of times if you have introverted intuition, you can go into that place and see exactly what's going on, like the hard wiring, not the, I'm telling people that I hate them and I don't like this person and we're not getting along. Introverted intuition allows you to figure out things that are not obvious. And if you can do that, and that's why, like, I have a video that I try to teach you how to interpret dreams, because I interpret dreams for people all the time. It comes very easily to me and it makes sense. But your dreams are your unconscious mind revealing things to you. So I just think introverted intuition, it's mysterious, but it's also a ton of fun. Speaking of my intuition, I think I used it to write my books, Flip the Script on Love and The Workplace Narcissist. Check those out. They're on Amazon, and also I'm going to put in a playlist. I've done over 100 ENFJ videos. I actually have 2 or 3 playlists, but I'll list at least one, because if you go through some of my videos, you're going to have a totally different perspective on ENFJs. And I'm not trying to brag or boast or anything like that, but I really think that I personally, and other people have as well, but I have uncovered a lot of things about ENFJs that no one else has stated on the internet. So check those out, and I will see you, my lovely friends, on the next video. Bye.